Hey, what's up? I'm DC Paul.
And this is Roxy Wilson.
And this is Front Porch Poppin with Verite News.
And here's what we heard. Devontae Lewis, the progressive candidate who unseated Lambert Boissier on the Louisiana Public Service Commission, wants to know how much people in prisons and jails across the state are paying for their phone calls to family and outside support systems compared to other states. Studies show that regular contact with loved ones outside the jails helps with rehabilitation and reduces the likelihood of reoffending, but jail operators have staunchly opposed efforts to cut charges, claiming they need the money generated by the calls to maintain services and staff. The cost of the calls may seem relatively small, but when added up, they can run into the hundreds and thousands of dollars and often fall upon families operating on the thinnest of margins. Lewis believes such phone calls, which can average more than $3 for 15 minutes in Louisiana, should be free because the prices place financial burdens on families and limit opportunities for rehabilitation for incarcerated people. With the exception of Lewis, every current member of the PSC has received contributions from companies that operate these phone systems. Skrmeta, who voted against the charges back in 2012, has received the most money, including $15,000 from City Telecoin. Expect a battle when the matter finally comes before the PSC, and that's just something I heard.
Well, I heard about this incredible, iconic woman named Carol Bebelle. She's the co-founder of Ashe Cultural Arts Center over on O.C. Haley, and she is one of the city's most beloved matriarchs. At only 73 years of age, Mama Carol is as busy as ever. She was named a community scholar for Tulane University's Center for Public Service, and she works with the Southern University School of Social Work and Institute of Mental Hygiene. Mama Carol is also a mentor with the Mallon Foundation and does work with Planned Parenthood. In this next chapter of her life, Mama Carol has become an artist as well. She formed her own production company, Accor Productions NOLA, in 2018. She uses that as a platform to tell cultural stories and to support the growth of equity and justice in society. One of her current projects is the podcast Arise, which focuses on getting people to reset and think about how they want to start their day. She encourages her listeners to carve a moment to reflect and create a purpose for the day every day. It is Women's History Month, and women are to be celebrated, so Mama Carol Bebelle is one of those women that we celebrate, and that's just something I heard.
One other thing that I heard is that when 25-year-old Michael Celestine walked outside his friend's seven-ward home in January 2020, he didn't know that his every move was being watched by an NOPD officer about a mile away at the city's surveillance hub. The secret surveillance led to Celestine being pursued by police officers, shot with a stun gun, and arrested for carrying a concealed weapon. The charges were eventually dropped, but Celestine spent a year in jail during the height of the COVID pandemic as a parole violator. Advocates and legal experts say the entire incident demonstrates how NOPD is abusing surveillance cameras and the use of so-called Terry stops to make these arrests. Verite reached out to both the NOPD and Mayor Cantrell's office, but received no comment. That's just something we heard.
Well, this has been Front Porch Poppin with DC Paul.
And Roxy Wilson.
If you want more truth, facts, and fairness, please visit veritenews.org. We'll see y'all next week.